Hello and welcome. My name is Ryan Demare for 360Works, and in this video I'm going to show you how to use the 360Works email plugin to send and receive emails as well as to send SMS messages. Let's go ahead and get started. On this first page is just a quick rundown on how to install the plugin, where you need to install it, and then here we show how to check and make sure that the email plugin is installed. You basically call email version and check and see if it returns a question mark. If it does, then you set an alert that says it's not installed, which is helpful for you or for your end users to let you know that there's an issue with the plugin. This next section just shows you how to register the plugin via scripts. Call email register with your license information, and the function returns 1 on success. Otherwise, check for whatever the value of email last error is. And those are both great things to put into your startup scripts just to kind of get things going. All right, let's get started. This first part here is going to show you how to send an email via SMTP. This first box shows you where you're going to put in your SMTP hostname, your username, and your password. A lot of SMTP servers are going to require these advanced settings here. If your server requires SSL, check that box. If it requires TLS, check this box. And then the force trust parameter is used in cases where you have a server that has a self-signed certificate that's not issued by a certificate authority, or the server has a certificate that is not a part of the Java Trust Store. Those are the two main cases there. Once you've filled that out, you hit connect, and you'll get if everything is correct, you'll get a message that says that you are connected. This box down here is going to kind of show you the different ways you can send an email. This first one is using the email quick send feature. This is basically just good for quick communication, sending out a quick email. You basically just set all of your things in one function call, and then you call email quick send, and it sends it out. To use it in the file, fill out these boxes here from to your subject, add an attachment if you want to, and your body text, and click send. This next one is similar, but in this case we're going to break out everything that you do in QuickSend into their own separate function calls here. We're going to create the email, give it a from, a to, and a subject. We'll set the body. You can call email set body for both plain and HTML. You can call email attach file. That will attach a file. You can call that as many times as you want for as many attachments as you need. And then finally email send, and then you disconnect from your server. Same deal here. You're going to fill out this form, insert your file, and this tab actually does give you the option to set a header and is a value, in which you can't do that with QuickSend. The next step here, or next tab rather, is how to send bulk emails, and this is kind of the same deal. You're going to put in a from address here, but instead of just one recipient, you're going to enter a return separated list of recipients, and and what that'll do is basically when you send the email, it will send the same email to everybody in that return separated list. Here you can put in either a plain text or HTML. This button uses the get as CSS FileMaker script step, which isn't always perfect, but it should get you by for just stylized text. But you can also just put just fully formatted HTML in here as well, or just plain text. Depending on what you put in here, plain or HTML for the content type, you can set a character set if you want, and again, a header name and the value for said header. This last one here is also just another way of sending an HTML email. In the multi-part, in the bulk email, you were supplying just raw HTML, either hard-coded in the function call or just as a field reference. Here what you're going to do is you use the function email set body file, and what that does is it allows you to provide a URL to an HTML file that you already have hosted on the internet somewhere. That will then, the email plugin will then pull in that HTML, and you can choose the option to embed resources if you have images inside of that HTML page. And again, you can add as many recipients as you want, your from address here, and then this feature down here is actually really neat. This is how you can kind of do mail merging, so you can personalize your messages. So if your HTML has a placeholder for, say, your customer's name, then you would put that in here, whatever the placeholder is, and then whatever the value is that you want to replace it with. Once you fill all that stuff out, hit send, and it sends the message. All right. Moving on to receiving email. Kind of the same deal here for Connect. You need your host name, your username, and your password, and it also has these advanced settings for SSL, TLS, and for Trust TLS. You'll connect with either POP or IMAP depending on the protocol that your inbound server uses. Once you've connected, you can also list the mailboxes that are there for that account. Excuse me, for that account, as well as disconnect. And in this box, you can set optional filters for what kind of messages you want to pull in or how many messages. Max fetch will pull in this case, 25 messages, the first 25 messages. The skip parameter will basically skip however many and then grab messages after the first however many you want to skip, or you can pull in a specific message by providing with the message ID. In this box, if you already have an inbox or a raw message content file that already has the emails downloaded, you can provide a path to that in order to get the messages as well. This next feature is going to be the instant message or rather the SMS feature of the email plugin. This does require that you have an AWS account and that you've generated AWS access key and secret key for a user. Once you have that, you plug in your access key and your secret key, the address in which you want to send to, and the message that you want to send to it, and you click send. We do have a documentation page here linked that will give you a little bit more detailed information on how to use that, but that's the basic use case there. Last thing I wanted to talk about here is Amazon SES. The email plugin is able to leverage Amazon's simple email service in order to send emails rather than using an SMTP server. Again, just like the the SMS feature, rather, it does use your access keys and your secret keys, and that's really all that you need in order to send emails using this functionality of the email plugin. You put in your access keys and your secret keys here, you connect, and then it's kind of the same deal. You put in from, to, your subject, and your body, and you can send off that email. And that's pretty much how you use the email plugin. Thank you for watching, and have a nice day.